Hey guys, this is Vol. Welcome back to the VRI, and we are in Game 3 of Santiago4Ever versus Darky2. Now this is a must-win game for both players. They are tied 1-1, so Santiago4Ever haven't taken out the first game on Meeting of Minds, and Darky haven't taken the second game on Blood River. But now we're on Outer Reaches, and it's a Necrons versus Space Marines game with Santiago as Necrons, and again with Darky as Space Marines, as he was the previous game. Well, they were both Space Marines the previous game. And let's have a look at the positions. We've got the Space Marines down at the bottom right, and we have the... let's have a look. We've got the Necrons down at the bottom left, so at the 7 o'clock position. Now, Outer Reaches, a bit of a tough map for Necrons, I feel, but oh, looks like we've got a Gauss turret going down for the Necrons here, just in front of the strategic point in the center. So these Scarabs are going to be able to get coverage of that with the turret, and that's going to be quite difficult in future for the Scouts to actually capture that point. But looks like they're pulling away from it, not quite finishing it. So Santiago wants to leave it there. He's got the choice of cancelling it if needs be, and looks like we've got a how about that? We've got a servitor heading across to the top right, top left of the map. In the top left, we've got we've got Darky capturing one of the points in the Necron territory. But of course, as we know, Necrons can't really get off the ground quickly enough to decapture it or do anything about it earlier in the game. So in the meantime, Scout's heading over to the center. There's the Gauss turret further up, but it's not completed yet. So the Scarabs have chosen not to finish it. The Necron Warriors, though, are showing up very shortly to deal with them, so I'm not sure if Darky's going to be able to capture that point after all with these Necron Warriors nearby. And yeah, there we go, the Scarabs showing up to finish that turret, so the Space Marines are not going to be able to come anywhere near the center of the map for a period of time. Doesn't matter though, the Blood Ravens, the Blood Angels here, the Space Marines of Darky, capturing the top left, going for the top right as well. They've got the critical objective at the 6 o'clock. They're slowly capturing the points on their side of the map, so things look to be swinging into shape for the Space Marines. And here comes the Force Commander. Looks like he's pulling that Scout back so he doesn't get hit by the Gauss turret, but the Force Commander going straight for the Gauss turret, and he's easily going to be able to take this out. But here we come with some workers. They may be able to repair it in time. We'll see how this goes. Of course, the Force Commander could just start firing away at the Scarabs if he wanted to. Not taking terribly much damage from the Gauss turret, but here come the Necron Warriors. 3 Necron Warriors versus 1 Space Marine Force Commander. I don't really like those odds of the Necrons, but we'll see. At least there's a turret in the background, and the Commander will take a few hits from it. We'll see how it goes. Second squad of Necron Warriors joining very shortly. We still don't have a Necron Lord yet from Santiago, but I suspect he may be getting one before long. Yeah, there's a Necron Lord right there, so no problem. Scarabs taking the strategic point in the center of the map. Should be able to get an obelisk on that. That'll help. And over at the top of the map, as you can see, the Blood Angels are taking everything. We've got the point here. Here's our Necron Lord. Very ominous looking dude. See what he has to say about the proceedings. And in the meantime, now we've got Scouts over here. Haven't quite captured the center of the map yet, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, Force Commander firing off some pot shots at those workers, and here we go. Oh, Necron Lord showing up to engage the Force Commander in Mortal Kombat. The Commander's not too happy about that, pulling back a little bit. Yeah, Darky doesn't really want to hang out there, especially with the support of the Necron Warriors in the background. And Scouts destroying the Scarabs as well at the top right, so bad start there for those Scouts. Haven't managed to decapture this point over here from Darky, and Necron Lord furiously giving chase to this Force Commander. This is quite a funny sight, really. He really needs to back up, and over here it looks like we've got finally we've got some Space Marine tactical squads, and the Necron Lord flying over here to deal with them straight away. Looks like he's upgrading an LP2, well, level 2 obelisk in the center as well. And Necron Lord sending these Space Marines flying. Got the Force Commander in the background, so yeah, Necron Lord eventually is forced to retreat here. Too much firepower for him to deal with, and he's used this Veil of, well, it's not Veil of Darkness, but it's this Nightmare Shroud of, gosh, I can't remember what the Necron abilities are called. You guys have to remind me, but it's this Shroud thing which makes him invulnerable to attack for a period of time. Of course, he can't attack while that's happening, but or does it make him invisible? Guys, oh, sorry about the sloppiness for me forgetting. I just had a mind blank in terms of these Necron abilities, but oh well. There you can see the Forbidden Archive where he's upgraded it from. We're going for a Summoning Core now from Santiago. Over here, we've got the Space Marine Scouts taking the relic on the Necron territory, and more plasma generators going on. up there. So Space Marines pushing across the map, gonna try and take out this position here held by the Necrons. And the Necron Lord is nearby to help deal with this. And here we go. Scarabs being picked off by the Space Marines. They've actually managed to capture it though. And the Necrons are getting straight stuck into combat, not afraid of those large numbers of Space Marines for now. And there goes the Obelisk. If he can get that to an a level 2 Obelisk, that'll help. And here's the Necron Lord using lightning on the Space Marines. This is awesome. I don't see this ability too often, but that was cool. Having to jump out now because he's getting dangerously low on health. And these Necrons taking a lot of flak, a lot of bolter fire here. And Necrons don't really get any advantages from being in cover, unfortunately for the Necrons, so that won't really help them out too much. And Necron Lord dangerously low in health here. I hope he doesn't lose him because that will be critical. Santiago's got some pretty good reactions. I'm sure he'll be able to get out of there in time, but yeah, here's the scouts trying to cut them off as well. The Force Commander getting some pot shots off on the Lord, but that's nice. The Necron Lord has actually moved right in the center here, and he's using his ability, his Shroud ability, on the Necrons, so that's actually playing havoc here. Only some of the Necrons are being hit, and looks like we've got a brawling fight going on in hand-to-hand combat. A lot of fighting going on right now. And this listening post is up, so the Obelisk is up. I'm surprised Santiago's not upgrading it to get a bit of a shot off on those Space Marines. But a lot of kills here. Necron Lord devastating the Space Marines, and he's very low on health again. That's only a sliver of health left on that Necron Lord. We've at least got some more Necron Warriors moving in to reinforce their buddies. But a lot of spending has to go on for these Necron Warriors. A lot of spending on power to actually reinforce their squads. They're quite expensive earlier on in the game. Looks like we've got a couple of scouts up on the stairs here to provide some additional firepower. And now Darky is splitting his fire between the Obelisk and the Necron Warriors. That's not so cool, but at least he's got them a bit more focused right now. Space Marine Force Commander got plenty of hit points still available to him, but unfortunately the same can't be said of the Necron Lord. So Santi will really be missing him right now. There he is in the background, just wandering around, looking for an opportunity, but wow, lots of casualties taken from the Space Marines. Darky having to pull out, so nice play there, and we've got Disruption Field, as you can see on the Necron Warriors we've had for a little while now. And there's the LP2 for Darky, so he's going to be ready for this, hopefully, with a little bit of defense. And here it is now, chugging away at the Necrons as they move into that crater. And not doing too much damage to the Necron Warriors though, but on the other hand, the listening post taking a lot of damage in return. Space Marines pushing forward now, very, very brave of them against so many Necrons. And wow, Santiago actually pulling out with his Necrons, but he's only pulled out, bear in mind, back to this Obelisk, so he hasn't pulled out so far. He can just push back straight away once he feels a bit more comfortable with his Necron Lord regaining some hit points. He really needs that phylactery ability, which increases the regeneration rate, but